Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel, Septeria18. Well, I love making paper layered embellishments, and I love using my scraps and keeping all of my little bits and pieces, and then being able to reuse them as well. And I know that we can get a little bit flustered when we want to make embellishments and you just don't know how to start or begin putting an embellishment together, even with the tiniest little pieces of scrap papers. So I just thought I would share with you guys an easy way to get you started on how you can start creating embellishments with your scraps. And you don't need a lot of papers to start off with, and then you've got your little base, and then from there you can then carry on layering the base embellishment and adding dimension to it, and then you can then just work with the piece that you're going to work with that I'm going to show you in this video. And I'll just show you the ones that I've made, and then I'll show you how you can then build the embellishment and then make it look a little bit more interesting and more fun. And then you'll be able to flow with that base embellishment that you've created. And all I used were just some punches, and if you don't have any punches, you can just cut them with your scissors to create the base. So this is the first one. So as you can see, all I used were just 3 pieces of scrap papers. So this is this piece, and then I used a punch to create the heart shape, a little strip for a banner, and then just a little word sentiment if you wanted to add a little word sentiment. So that's one of them. And then I've got this one here as well. And you've probably seen most of my projects, I don't use a lot of papers from one particular collection. I love mixing them up and just using all different papers, and I don't sort of coordinate the colors. I just put them together, and then they turn out pretty nicely as well. So I try not to be afraid of putting different papers together, and then they do just come out quite nice, and then they also look great on your project. And I'm going to show you how it will also look on a project as well once you've completed your embellishment. And this is another one, and this one here is a square piece, and then all I'd done was just angle cut 2 corners just to make it a little bit more interesting. So these are the bases for me when I want to make an embellishment. I just sort of start off with 3 little pieces of papers and then go from there. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these little simple ones, and then we'll build on to these ones. So all I've done was I used all different punches. So I've got some heart punches, circle punch. You can just use a circle template if you don't have any circle punches. But what I did on these ones, I used 2 of the same shapes but 2 different sizes. So this one here, I did a large circle with a smaller circle. Then this one here is a larger heart with a smaller size heart. But then with this one, I used 2 different shapes, the square shape and a little circle. So you just decide what 2 shapes you want to use. You want to have one larger and one smaller size. So these are just some of the punches that I use. These ones are by Stampin' Up, EK Success. But I did purchase this one, I think it was EK, yes, EK punches. And then these were just from a craft shop that I purchased. So you can just use any of those if you have them in your craft supplies. So I've pre-punched some already. So here are just some circle shapes that I use. Some are double-sided, and these are the smaller ones. And then I've also punched out some hearts. And then I usually just put them in a little tray and pile up all the shapes in its organizer shapes. And then these are some of the little hearts. And then I've got a little square one so I can show you as well if you just want to use a square. I cut the little square at 1 1/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch if you want to use the same size as my one. And then I've got these little strips where I'm going to make them into little fishtail banners. And then these little strips, I just cut these down at 1/4 inch by 2 inches. So if you've got heaps of strips, just cut these down. You can cut them to whatever width you want, but my one is at 1/4 inch. And that is really all you need to start off to make these embellishments. And I'm going to start making one now and just show you how easy it is to put one together. I don't think I've got all my supplies here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so what you need, and then I've also got a couple of, let's see, just grabbed some of my word sentiments. I have these in my shop if you want them already printed out and then ready for you to cut down to your size. So I've got a bunch of those. And all I do is just grab, what should we do first? So I grab one of my circles. I'm just going to grab this one and then another smaller one, and I just sort of place it on top like that for now, just so I can see if I'm happy with the colors. And then you'll need a little banner strip. I might use this one, and then that'll go at the back, and a word. So I'm just going to use that one. So as you can see, it already looks pretty good just like that. So I'm happy with that. Now let's grab a heart one. So I've already punched out this size. And then I'll use this one. This is a smaller one. And I like to keep my smaller piece not in the middle, sort of off center a bit. So I want to leave it like that. Same with the circle. I'm going to put mine a little bit off center. And then grab a little strip, fishtail banner strip. All right, I'll use this one. This one's already been cut. So I'm going to place that there. And I'll just grab this one. Actually, that was too long. Okay, I'm going to use this one. So that's already pretty much your embellishment done, and then we're just going to put it together. I'm just going to also grab this square one so you can see, and I'm going to angle cut this one as well. And grab a circle. I might use this one. Nice bright colors. And a banner strip, and I'll just place that. So there we have 3 already just about complete. And then what I do now, I'll have just one little square foam dot just to give it a little bit of dimension. You don't have to use the foam dot. You can just keep them flat if you don't want the foam sticker on it. So what I'm going to do now, let's start with this one first. So this is how I'm going to layer my embellishment, and I'm going to firstly cut out one end. So I'm just going to do that, and this one's already been cut, so I don't need to worry about doing the fishtail. And I'll grab some glue. You can see how quickly it is to put this together just by using 3 little pieces of strips, and then you don't have to overthink and be overwhelmed with how to start putting an embellishment together, because I know there are a lot of beautiful dimensional and layered embellishments on Instagram and YouTube, and then you start to think, how do you start doing it? But we can do it this way. So now we've already started with that layering, and then we're going to grab the heart, and I'm going to just place a foam square sticker to the back, and I'm going to just place it on the front. beside it like that. So that's that complete. And then all I'm going to do is just place it on the heart. You can trim that off if you want. You can, if it's too long, I like to just leave mine. I think it's nice to have all the little extra pattern. And then I'm just going to put some glue on the back. I'll put the link down below to my liquid glue that I use as well, if you're wanting to know what glue I use for my projects. And again, I wanted to keep my heart off center. So that's that one done. So there's an embellishment already complete. Nice and easy, and it looks really pretty. And then you can add a few little touches to it. You can add some sequins around there. You can add enamel dots. You could even add some, what they call it, the glitter, we call it, you know, the glitter that you can add around the edge to give it a bit more sparkle. So that's that one. And I'm going to make this one here. I'll do this one. So again, just going to cut the end. And I'll glue it to, okay, that one's done. Glitz and Glamour, that was the glitter that I use. It's called Glitz and Glamour. Don't have any on me now, but I used to use that to glitter the edges of some of my embellishments. So that's where I place mine. And then that's going to go beside it. So you don't need a lot of papers and scraps to create this. And I'll place that there. Oops. Go. Do it straight enough, and then I'll place it on there. So again, I'm just going to off-center it off the back of the larger circle, and that completes that one. They were quick to make, weren't they? And then this one here, I'll just cut the end to create the fishtail. And I've also put a little kit together as well for you to make these, which I'll place in my shop if you wanted to have a go using some of the papers that I've put together. And then you can make your embellishments using those. So I've got this one, I'll cut this one out. And I'll show you what's included in the kit at the very end of the video as well. So that's that one. And again, I'll just place that there. So I was able to make 3 of these embellishments in under 10 minutes, which is pretty good. I mean, these are just fine like this if you want to just keep them like this, but I'm going to show you how you can add more and more layering to it. And I'll place that there. Okay, so that one is also done. So that completes these 3. I'll put these away. I will keep them. And then if you want to add it onto a project, or you want to give it more dimension or make it more fun and add a lot more decoration to it, you can add some, say, die cuts. So I've got here some die cuts, or if you want to add dimension to it, I've got these little flower paper flower embellishments, and I've done a tutorial on how you can make these. I think they're called dahlia paper fold flowers. I can't remember. But if you want to see how dimensional you can make it look by adding these, you can make them look like that. And they just look so nice and chunky. I love them. And then I just added, you know, all the little bits and pieces to the front just to give it more decoration. So let's just grab one. I've got some here that I've already made, and I'll just show you how they look like. And you can see that it will still come together no matter what papers you use. So I've got this one here. This is a yellow print. And all I do was add a bit of glue, or I just add glue to the back, and then I adhere it to the front. And you can see how pretty it already looks. Let's grab another one so you can see. You can see it doesn't matter what papers you use. And this is the one that we had just made. So that's nice and pretty. We've got this colour here as well that I've also made, a black and white one. Grab that, you can stick that onto there. Just love these. They're just so pretty and just lovely to look at. I love making embellishments. And then let's say you want to add a little something extra to it. Let me just find a little die cut I got. We'll make one now and make a complete dimensional one, and I'll show you how easy you can make one. This is cute. It's a hot air balloon. All right, let's just use this, and I'm going to pick out one of my embellishments that I just made. Let's just maybe grab this one. What do you think? This one looks okay. Actually, I might use this one. Okay, so I've got a little die cut here that I want to add. You can place it in there and add that to the back like that. We can place it to sort of on the top, or you can place it over here. So then you can start playing around with the space that you have with what you want to add to it. So you can have that there. You can have it in the front here. So I'm actually going to place mine here. Then all I'm going to do is add some glue to the back. Just where you want to adhere it to. You don't have to put glue on the whole die cut. So I'm just going to place that there, and that looks so cute already. And then I'm going to I might even place it on one of these as well. So I might use this one. All right, so I'm going to place it on here. And then all I do is I'm going to add glue to the back. Oh, yeah. It will adhere. So you can see the dimension already. And that looks really pretty. So because that's plain here in the front, I might even add an enamel dot to the front. So I'm just going to pick out a nice color. Okay, I might use a purple to carry the purple over with the hot air balloon. And I'm going to use these two, and I'm actually going to place it like that. So place one on the top. There we go. That's an embellishment already complete. And then you can add it onto, let's see, actually, yeah, so this is just a cardstock 3x3 note card that I've just cut down to create a little note card. And then you can adhere that to the front of a note card like this, but I'd probably add another background paper mat to the back, which I might do. Let me see. Might do that. What else do I have? I don't have many papers on this craft desk, but actually I might use this one. No, actually, let's see. I didn't come prepared to make this one. All right, so I'm going to use this one actually, I think. And then I'm going to place it on here like that. So I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. So I'll just put these in here for now. So I know the note card is a 3x3, and I'm just going to cut a square that's just a little bit less than 3x3. So I might just go down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then there's that little strip. I might keep that for some more embellishing for another project. So I'm just going to place that there. I might even just corner around the corners as well. And then I can place that on the card like that. And that's ready to go. Or if you want to continue adding more dimension to the embellishment, we can make a, so that's already done for a little note card. It's got dimension, and then you can write on the back, and that's pretty easy. You can also put some more, another word sentiment there if you like. So that's one done. Or you could also add, let's see, I'll make one more. And I'm going to add on something else to the back. Let me just grab another piece. Let's work with this one here. Actually, we'll do a circle one because we've already made a heart shape. No, actually, we'll work with this one. So this is just another scrap piece of paper that I have, and I wanted to add this onto here. And I'm going to make a larger fishtail banner. So I'm going to trim this a little bit. So I might cut it at 2 inches by maybe 2 3/4. Yeah, 2 3/4. See all these little scrap pieces, I just keep these. I've got a little tray where I keep all my strips, and then they're ready to just use when I need. And I'm going to actually stick that like that. So I'll create a larger fishtail banner. And I'm just going to stick that like that. And you can see how cute that is already. And I'm actually going to add dimension to that. And I'm also going to add, this nice gold thread. It's a little bit stiff. I think I purchased this from AliExpress. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to wind this around about 3-4 times. And I'm going to place it on the back so you can see, just to give it some more interest to the embellishment. And I'm going to just place this foam dot there. So I could place this just so I know that's going to stick. Oh, this is how I do it. I don't know how you, if you were to use it, how you'll do it, but I just do that. I don't really matter how it looks. And then that will just go on the top. So I might just place another one just beside it. I'm just going to add a little bit more glue. How cute does this look? It's just pretty. And then I can have this ready to add as well to another project. So that's that one all done. And then I can add a little bit more other bits and pieces to it if I want. I can even add another larger piece of like this to add some more layering. So I could even place that there, which I might actually do. I think that would look nice. I'm going to add this onto it, add another piece. So you just can keep going and then just keep going until you're happy with how it looks. So I might just add this to finish this one off. And so all you need to do is just create a whole heap of those little base embellishments and then work from that. And I'm also going to add dimension to this as well. I could use my larger foam dots, but I don't have that here, so I'll just use these. Normally I'd add more to the edge as well, but I'll just use these for now. And I'm just going to place that in the middle. And there we go. Really simple, making these fun embellishments where you can make just using 3 little pieces of your paper scraps to create 2 shapes and a banner strip, word sentiment, and then you've got your little base ready to work with. And then you can continue using these to keep layering and layering your project. And I'm just going to also show you the little kit as well. So I hope you do give this a go, and it's really easy. You don't need to overthink on how to make them. So for the kit that I'm going to have on my shop, you will get 2 random of these pretty little paper flowers that I've put together. There'll be random prints. So as you can see, you can work with any of the colors. So you'll get 2 of those. You'll get 2 of these circles punched out. So all random prints. You'll get 2 of the heart shape, 2 smaller circles. These ones are 1.5 inches in size, and this one is a 1-inch size, just in case you're wanting to know. And these hearts, I'm not sure. Could be 25, could be an inch, 1.5 inches, not sure. And then you've got these, actually can't be 1 inch because that's 1.5 inches and that's 1 inch. But anyway, so then you'll also get 4 of these strips. I haven't cut the ends to create the fishtail banner. I'll leave that for you to decide if you wanted to do that or leave them as is. Then you get 2 smaller hearts as well. You'll get 4 random words to use if you want to use them in your embellishment. And you'll get these foam squares, so you'll be able to create this part here where you just add that onto that. So you get all of those. So this will be listed in my shop if you wanted to use this little kit to get you started. And I hope you enjoy this video. I'll have another video again on how you can also add more embellishing to other projects. So I hope I see you in my next video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.